Guess what? I broke an axle the other day. But when I was winching out of that hole, like an idiot, was giving her on the gas, and I had it in lock still, and yeah, popped that CV joint. Sucker's dead. The first question that some people may have in their minds is, was it because of the Assassinators? And I'll tell you this, yes and no. Well, mostly no. It was really my fault. So as I was out riding with my daughter, I thought I'd put a bit of a show on for her and for you guys just to see how things would perform. I really wasn't using my brain. I was all covered in mud, I was hot, I was a little bit tired, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I wasn't thinking about the tires that I had, I wasn't thinking about the situation, and I kept giving it throttle to help get out of the hole, which was a bad idea with the front diff locked. Because there's so much mud, something's gotta give. The left tire got bound up and I gave it some throttle. Now with this new spring I got, the engagement's a little higher. I really don't like it for this reason. You gotta give it some big blips on the throttle and all of a sudden, crack. And I'm like, oh, something broke. Finally, one morning when I had a little bit of time to take a look at it, I dove in, took it apart, and saw where it was broken. Here it is right here. Broke clean off. Look at that. That's some good work right there. First thing it is, clean some of the grease off, try to see if I could pull it out by hand. No go, you can't get enough leverage on it. I had a plan to do a social experiment. This is what I did. I took a picture and posted on a Can-Am maintenance Facebook group. And within seconds, I started getting comments. And you know what? Most of those comments were pretty negative. Very, very negative. And I knew that was gonna happen. Now, there were a few in there that were helpful, but most of the people, like, it's insane. Like, they think you're an idiot and they don't even ask all the details. One or two people did. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go through all the comments with you, and it's hilarious. I think it's funny. So here's the picture I posted with the caption, anyone have any tips for removal? Pull it from the diff. Yeah, that's real helpful. This one's a great idea if your axle's really stuck. Slap it with your purse, ha ha ha. Grab it by hand, but of course I already tried that. Drill a hole in it. Do you know how hard it is to drill through hardened steel? Wrap a ratchet strap around it about 5 times and yank. Now this is Kale, someone I've rode with a few times, and he's actually thinking of something simple first. Now this is a good one here I would try if it didn't come out easy. This guy's talking about ruining a snap ring. It's a circlip. If you can't figure out how to get it out, just take it to a shop, it's easy to take out. Of course, there were several rude comments, and I'm not gonna bother showing you those. Here's the funny thing. When I actually had a chance to try and take it out, all I had to do was grab that set of vice grips I was showing you before, and I just yanked on it and it came right out. It was no big deal. This is what I wanted to let you know, is like sometimes things just, I don't know what it is, things just don't work out. And here, let me show you. A new axle back in there. But what I'm also doing is I'm working on I'm gonna pull the steering stem out because it's loose. I'm gonna try to see if I can't tighten it up. There's a procedure to make it a little bit tighter. But check out over here. Pull the shock out of the way so I can get better access to the steering knuckle. Pull the inner tie rod out. And look at this, lo and behold. Do you see that? Right down here. That's oil from the front diff. And there's more over there. Crappy thing about that is, I just changed that one very, very recently. What a pain in the butt, man. I'm telling you, some of this mud riding, it's just getting ridiculous. It's just so hard on the machine. You know what? Sometimes it feels like I can never get ahead. There's always something to do on this Renegade. And that really boils down to mud riding. There's so much sand and fine grit in the mud at the ATV park. It just gets into everything. It just eats seals. I gotta tell you, I'm getting a little bit tired of it. So if you guys have any ideas on some different types of riding you'd like to see me do, I mean, I really enjoy the muskeg riding. I really, really do. You just gotta drive a little bit further to go do it, and it's a lot more fun with a big group of people. So for all you other mud riders out there, let me know how many times you've had to change seals. I've had to do quite a few. And I gotta tell you, it's getting a little bit depressing. Why don't you tell me your story in the comments? So if you made it this far in the video, thanks. I appreciate it. That means you're enjoying what's going on, and if you're not a subscriber yet, Why not? Give it a shot. I'll do my very best to try to keep you as entertained as possible. Cheers.